All right, good morning. Had 2 days off. Nice change away from the chat. Nice, Ivan. Alrighty. Let's have a little look over here. So these are some zones I've had for that I did on, because I didn't get a chance to trade properly yesterday. But I did these zones on Monday or Tuesday, and they've been holding nicely, holding really nice. So price pushed up yesterday. Asian session, little change the color. Little mini Asian session, struggling at this resistance. Then Euro pushed down. Okay, did a little manipulation, came up, and then the last 30 minutes closed quite strong and bearish. Price wicked down, took the low, took this previous little support over here, wicked up a little bit, came down, and then reacted off of the New York low. Then we saw price hesitate around for a bit. Quite annoying. I wasn't this long over here, and I got in on this long over where was it? It was about down here somewhere where I got in, and had to sit through all of this drawdown. Price got up a bit of got some nice profit, and then it came back and draw down again. Then it pushed up, and I was like, oh, this time. Then it came down. No, it wasn't draw down, that one. Came up a little bit, then draw down, and then it finally moved and got pretty much the full move, which was nice. Just my entry wasn't that, like, I could have got such a better entry. Then we reacted off this area again. New York came down. This was a bit of a bastard here. I was really expecting, I wanted to see continuation, and I was going to have a sell ready to trade this zone from between this green square to this green square, or rectangle, sorry. And this didn't happen. Price just did a nasty rejection, then came back down, and then gapped down overnight. Asian session's been stuck here, so pretty annoying. Anyway, I'm expecting if this 30-minute candle can close quite bearish, that we could eventually maybe push down and follow this pathway that I thought was quite possible on looking back on the 24th, on the Tuesday. So let's see. That's pretty much a clean plan here. Just straight down here. Hopefully maybe we can bounce up a little bit, then sell off again. Fairly smooth idea. This. Hey mate, how are you, Glenn?
Hey, good mate. Can you chuck a YouTube link in the general chat for me, mate? There's a couple of new people that might have trouble finding you on the YouTube.
It's not there?
No. Oh, the robot hasn't put it in there yet. Okay.
Bloody
sorry,
robot, what's it doing?
It usually does it around 15 minutes late, but...
Oh, okay. Man, this robot's slack.
Well, even after the thing, show me how to do it and I'll do it for you next time. Okay, yeah.
There we go. There we are.
Yeah. No worries, mate.
Alrighty, so this 30, so we had a, what I was looking for is down around this, this little support over here. Then we've got this no wick candle over here to the left as well. And what I was expecting at these areas was price to push down on the lower time frame, look for the rejection, came back, and then do something like that. That's what I was looking for. And that's a typical, that's the typical move we do. Now, it didn't happen on the high and the lower time frame. It actually happened on the higher time frame. So this is your liquidity candle right over here. Sweeping the liquidity to the left. extending the London low, grabbing liquidity from this, like this little area. Okay, we followed away, price pushed away, showing that there was bullish momentum. Then we had a little doji candle, and then this one looked like it was going to do the retest of this wick and then push away, but it was just stalled. It stalled for like 30 minutes, came down, and then this candle was the one that actually did the retest of this wick before it moved away. So it's a classic setup. It looks better on the 1 hour. So if we go to the 1 hour, this is now we've got like a 1 hour liquidity candle, this wick here. Okay, so that's the one that broke the candle, the wicks to the left, and then pushed nice and bullish. Okay, so that's the liquidity wick. Price came back down to it. This is your first liquidity candle reacting at this wick. Then we've got the little doji, and then you've got anticipation entry, breaking the low of the doji, anticipating it's going to push bullish. So 1 hour is classic. But, man, you had to have some serious balls and fortitude to just sit through this. I was in this trade on this candle, 20 minutes into the open, 8:20. And just watched it for, just watched it diddle daddle around doing nothing, and then finally started to move away. So, hey Alan, how are you? So nice moves, just slow because we've been getting some volatility at the start of these sessions. Not to be on this one. So it was a slow move. Anyway, today's trade is another day, so let's have a look what's on the calendar today. We have not much until Euro interest rates, where they're expecting, hey Debbie, they're expecting to hold. Let's see if they do. I didn't actually look to see what Christine Lagarde said last night, or what Powell said last night. Man, it's been impossible to do. Or Bullock, yeah. It's been impossible. Alrighty. So refinancing rate for New York session, that'll be amazing. Get him up. Got to drive an hour and a half today, which is probably going to take two and a half hours. Oh yeah, no worries, Dave. I've got to go we've got to get her passport done. So I've got to go, and at 9:30 I've got to start getting things ready, so my partner can get ready. We're going to go get her photo signed, certified, which is annoying, man. All this stuff's annoying. Cool. All right. So back to the charts. So this idea, I'll just move it over here. And this one also move over here. Hey Eddie, how are ya? What's going on with the new name? 11.01 pips.
He's going up another 10%.
Yeah. Cool. So this is the the weekly wick low. Underneath here, I thought, yeah, we don't have much. We've got pretty clean traffic once we get underneath this wick rejection. Geez, that'd be a scary drop. You've got like a 200 pip range, 170 pip range underneath here. Let's see. I'm not sure if it will do that. I think stock market greed will prevail. Okay, we also need to check the headlines, because I think there was some. Was there any escalation? So we had some disappointing corporate earnings. I think Microsoft did alright, but then the rest. Oh no, sorry, Facebook did alright. Maybe Facebook and Microsoft did. Meta and no, it's just Microsoft. Google didn't do very well. So that dragged some stocks down. Google dropped 10%, yeah. And yen's in intervention territory again, above 150. All right, well, let's see what's going to happen. So right now we're just consolidating, doing nothing. We've got 10 minutes until they open before the fun begins. Has everyone liked the stream? Oh, there we go. The robots now. Robots up.
Yeah, it popped it in general and trade.
Daily trades. Yeah. Yeah, I can't choose which one. I just picked daily trades for it to drop them in.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright. So looking at the daily, let's just clean everything up here. So we're getting towards the end of the month now. Okay, so this is a lovely little bit of structure here. So once we can actually, so we dipped its toe into it, rallied away, and then if we can close inside of here, then we've got a large drop to the bottom. Obviously there's levels inside of here on the lower time frames because this is the monthly, but once we close inside of structure, most of the times you go straight to the bottom. Okay, and you got weekly, same thing, structure. You got the last little bearish candle before this big bullish run, so that's a little bit of demand right there, order block. Daily, are we going to retest this doji low and take out the low? 4 hour, the last three candles done nothing, and then we had that little gap, but we've had a liquidity wick, a rejection wick, and then we've got another one, broke the high to the left and then closed below her. So you've created a resistance pushing price down. So I would expect this to hold, this resistance to hold, and we could do the retest, but I'd imagine that we just maintain a bearish bias for now, at least down to this level. At least down to here. Okay. At least down to there. 3 hour. Let me just put the lines, make sure I'm not missing anything. So we've got a little bit of liquidity here. I'd love to see this take out the Asian low. Really like this. This is a bit of my trading range. If I can just get this very early on, that'll be done. Trade idea, Aussie yen triggered, running profit. That's not good to hear. Aussie US hit full profit as well. That just absolutely tanked. And I was wondering if UK 100, I think it's just timed out. It just timed out. I thought maybe I was lucky and it triggered on this wick down to rise, but it wasn't to be. It missed the buys. I'd missed the buys on this day, yesterday as well. Just. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we've got the last 7 minutes just to see if this one can close, and then just do a nice easy drop for us. Yeah, I can't really see any. It looks like Trying to find some of that war news that I saw, but it looks like there's been an interesting twist. The way that this guy, like, man, they've been pretty brutal with these airstrikes. A lot of civilians getting taken out, so that's terrible. They're now they're starting to get condemned for the way that they're reacting. I'm not sure, like, the both of them. There's no, you know who's the winners out of war? Is the manufacturers of the weapons. The losers is everyone. No, there's nothing good that comes out of it. Yeah, can't find it. Alrighty, what do you guys think? What are your ideas?
Zoom out a little bit on the 30-minute chart, Haydo.
Yeah, mate.
I'm just swapping between screens at the moment.
You need another screen.
We've just taken out all of this. Wrong tool. Sorry, mate.
It's alright. Oh, Simon, there wasn't a stream yesterday. I couldn't. I had something on all morning.
You've already got your green box on there, but that's already been filled now by the Asian low and the Euro low.
Yep.
All the other fair value gaps have all been filled. I'm wondering whether or not this gap, because this gap hasn't been filled, whether we're going to grab that before we go down.
Yeah, we could do that. Indeed, we could definitely do that.
Just when my eye sort of sees. But obviously this 30-minute candle being as bearish as it is could continuation with what we've already done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to take buys. I think I'm only going to be looking at taking sells. So it's either going to be sells, trying to, like, fill this area, or that idea that you said is after the gap has been filled. But the thing is, why I don't really want it to go up there is because where's it going to stop? That's the only problem I've got. Is they've got no wick, we've got a gap, and we could really, we've got this. If we're pushing bullish, these kind of wicks often get taken out as well, like this one. So it could just keep on going up and up and up, and then I'll just have to sit on my hands here and do nothing. All right, welcome to new members as well, or new watchers on YouTube. Who have we got here?
Comments, but
yeah, there's not many. I notice every time there's one day missing, everything drops. I canned that copy trader. That was a disaster. Well, it wasn't the copy trader's fault. It's my fault. But so easy to make a mistake like that.
I might have missed it at the start of your stream. Have you restarted again?
It's gonna be restarted. Yeah.
Okay. So you with them today?
I thought I'm gonna. No. I haven't got their stream running.
Okay, sweet. You can focus, mate, with no haters.
I banned someone on the other day. I saw a little ban option. It's like, boom, click that. See ya.
That's cold. If you got that much time on your hand to put shit on someone, then go away.
I think people just get off on a day, like they absolutely love it. That's what they just live for it. All right. Okay, here we go. Are we going to do a straight push down?
I'm looking for a buy to sell off the Asian high, but we will see.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not going to take impulsive ones, that's for sure. Ground forces said Israel ground forces raid Gaza and withdraw, looking for sell. Yeah, I thought something like that. They did some incursions into it, into the ground. Alrighty. What's London gonna do?
Zip down, then push up, then go down. Maybe not straight down.
Straight down.
See.
Straight down. Beautiful. Now, if it can still grab that liquidity from above the Asian high, it would be quite nice to see as well. Because it's done this move, which is beautiful, just going from zone to zone. Yep. Very good. Very good. Okay, so let's tap that zone now. Now, how much volume is it going to push straight down again for the next zone? Got a little alert sitting here to watch what price is going to do. Hi, Petra. Hey Tom, do you take the sell? Did you, mate? Oh, you just walked in. All right. Jim, grab 10 seconds before the open. Very good. Oh, look at this. Straight down, man. I had it going before, when I was setting things up, but I've closed that from here. Yep. Yeah, my entry was here when I was getting things set up. $14,477.8. Samir, yeah, oh, even better than mine.
66 pips from the break of the previous 30 low.
Yeah, yeah, I closed it though there. Damn it. All right, that's a nice one.
Push straight to the round number. Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, this area many wick rejections at this. TP, oh, mine's done. Yeah, I would be just take it, Samir. Take it. I would close in full. This could just keep on going, but you're nearly 100 pips. I'd just close that. I felt this was the objective. That now London, you've got from the top, from the Asian high, you've got a gap above the Asian high, so I could do this full correction, and it's just dropped 111 pips with a gap up here. Awesome. I guess we can call it a day now. Yeah. Beautiful. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I'm not sure what to do now. Both my plans were done.
Can you explain to me how you got your entry?
It was what I've been seeing a few times on this, the 30-minute candle when it's been opening. So like, it's been different like this for the last couple of weeks, where I kind of struggled a bit. Was I initially started looking at the comp around between 7 and to 7:30, and I saw such bullish momentum coming out of the Frankfurt Open, and then the second half of the candle, it just started dumping, right? So we see us like bullish and then bearish, and then here yesterday bullish, exact same thing, bearish, and then here's a little bit different. This one was bullish then bullish. This is the one that I took on Tuesday. Exactly, my memory's bad this week, lack of sleep. I looked for buys. That's right. I looked for buys on this day because it was bullish and bullish. As it came down, I looked for buys, and then it went down further. Then it really rallied. So that was really annoying. On Monday, see, it was bullish and then bearish. Then the day before, on the Friday last week, bearish, and then the second half was bullish. So then this is the last day. Like from Thursday before, everything I think was a lot more cleaner. But what I've been noticing is when you had such a bullish first half, the second half of the Frankfurt Open was doing that reversal. It did it 4 days, so 3 days of the last 4. So my idea was, well, if we're going to hold here, we've already done the liquidity grab. Like I really expected this area to be pushed to be taken last night, but we had this massive rejection. Price pushed up all the way, took out the Asian high, the Euro high, the London high, and its own New York high, and then rejected, and then pushed all the way down. So this is going to have some carryover now into the next day. So there's no more buys with this kind of move late in the session. Normally we just follow. Asian session has done nothing, and it's just ranged, and we're failing to break up above there. So what I was thinking was like the first 30-minute candle, as it was pushing bullish, the second, when the new 30-minute candle, if we had price push back up to this resistance and then just give you like some bearish candles creating that resistance, and then another candle like this as it broke, I was like, well, it's created the resistance now. So the next candle that as it wicked up and entered, anticipating is this going to keep pushing, because we also had some clean candles on this move up. So let me show you on the 5-minute, and I'll replay the data for you. So, and this is something that, you know, how I said like of the normal move that I've been looking for the last like, that we've just for the last, don't know how many months, just been getting the same move, and then in the last 2 weeks, last week and 4 days, it changed. Something changed, and I've just been that you've had to get into the move a little bit early or late. So the timing's just shifted a bit. So see how here, this is the 30-minute candle. This is the 7 o'clock right here. So this is Frankfurt Open is just about to happen right now. Okay, just about to open. So the first 5 minutes, Frankfurt Open, price pushed down, took the Asian low. Once you've taken the Asian low, you expect to see some bounce off of the Asian low. Plus it's too early to be in a trade right when Frankfurt's opening. Okay, so then we saw price create a little doji, little double bottom kind of thing. Okay, price started to push away. So then we've got some nice clean candles all the way up to the top. Retested this zone again that's been holding like a charm, and this is the close of that 30-minute candle. So if you've got to visualize the 30-minute candle, 30-minute candle was, it opened here, closed here, and it's got a top wick and a bottom wick. This is the 30-minute candle. So the second 30-minute candle had been selling off, and then we'd been following that candle. So nothing to see here. This is just a little doji. Then we've got a resistance candle where it started to push bearish, right? Makes sense now. It's sort of broken the lows. The 3-minute looks a little bit cleaner because it's got a bit more of a top wick. But once this one had closed like this, next candle kind of made sense just to try, like with these clean candles, if it wicks up and then as it comes down starts to flip bearish, you can try enter into here somewhere for it to push down, because you think it's ranging at this stage now as well. So as it pushed down, if we can, with the volume, if we can break this low, I thought it'd just be a clean shot. Does that make sense, Dave?
Very much so. Good explanation.
And that was the volume candle. Yeah. And now we're here. Oh, now we tapped into it fully. Yeah, so if we look at like this bit, as in like the last bit of this yellow section, because like if we break it in half, okay, this bit to the right, this is your Frankfurt Open candle. This is your hour candle, just broken up into 12 5-minute candles. Okay, if we go back to yesterday, it's quite similar. That this is the first hour of pre-London, and then we've got Frankfurt Open candle starting on the doji. Then price pushed up, created that little resistance. Okay, price came down, clean candles to the left, price filled it. London did a little pullback and then just dropped. But this time, this time we had heavy volume being picked up pre-London. Sorry, the previous day. You didn't really have that on this one. So I was looking for longs yesterday, but it made sense. Like I was watching this, I was thinking, oh, I don't want to execute on sells here because I'm just not fully certain to execute on sells, but I was pretty comfortable with buys. I was just looking for buys from like this area. So I entered my buys somewhere like 20 minutes in. So on this candle, entered buys, price went up. I thought I was into a really good one, and the price came down, and then I had to sit through all of this, just up and down, up chop, before it was going to push up into my zone. I really thought we're going to hit this area, hit this Asian high. That was the target, Asian high. Took ages, but just took it. Yeah, breaking it down to like on a 30-minute time frame can be a little bit easier if if the lower time frame, not talking about you, Dave, I'm talking about just in general, people watching that's new, that the last 30 minutes before London opens is usually your go-to candle. Usually, not always, of course. We can have some shockers, but that candle, you usually want to follow that one, especially if you've got like lovely clear levels below it. Normally the volume that is being generated in that first 30 minutes, you can get, like we've seen it, and it's been a bit shitty in the last week, but normally you don't really get those kind of fake outs. Normally or if you do get that fake out, like if you do get like a bearish candle, this is the last 30 minutes of the Frankfurt Open candle. So if you're looking at UK time, that's your 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. 30-minute candle. Now, if that's bearish, if this is a bearish candle coming from like with nice volume, if you've got like a zone right here, then yeah, this next candle from London can just wick into that zone and then just do a full-on fake out and stuff you up. Be an FU candle, like, you're in that trade, thing is going good, turns around, FU, push straight back up. And that's where the name came from the other group, where this is just a liquidity grab. What's better is when you don't get these fake outs, is when you've got the same candle, but you've got a zone, like say down here. Then what will happen is you can still get that same candle, but what it will likely do is something like this. So you can measure this zone. You can measure from here to here. And if this is, say, 30 pips distance, then you can take that sell, that impulsive sell down. Hopefully it does like a little bit of a wick up first and then pushes down and then rallies. So that way you can actually make more than 30 pips. You can make 50 pips in that kind of move. But usually like this 30-minute candle, the volume will push it to your next point of interest or zone of interest. And then you could either be looking for sells down to that zone or looking for buys up. But if you've got like wait for that lower time frame confirmation that this zone is going to hold, because maybe the volume's so great that it pushes, like what it did, pushes down and then came up and then pushes down to the next zone. Maybe got another zone lower on again. But this candle here is, if you just stuck to that kind of style without changing, you're going to have mostly good trades. You're going to have some bad trades, of course, where it just completely screws you over, but you're going to have mostly good trades. That's pretty much an A+ setup. Because like it's gonna make me a liar when I go back, because I know the past week and a bit there were a couple of times that didn't work out. But this candle, you follow that to the next zone, happy days. This one here, this candle, I was looking for longs because of my overall bias, but if you followed this candle, those sells would have worked out just fine to your level. And then look for those longs. So you had both people happy there. This is what I like about German 40, is normally sellers and buyers are both happy. So this one would have worked for both. This day here on the Tuesday was a little bit tough. This is your candle you're following. You've got a zone right here, you've got a zone right here, you've got a zone right here. So, you can follow that candle, but you got so many obstacles in the way that your range is just so small that it's not worth you taking that risk. It's better to wait for it to react, come down, and then look for the better buys. Then we go back another day. Here, this one. This is the one that hurt. This really hurt me because I really thought this is Monday, and I really thought we're gonna go create a top wick and then sell off. So I actually was looking for longs on Monday, and this bloody thing just dropped and dropped and dropped, and I should have just trusted this candle, but I didn't. I made a mistake. Made a real mistake misreading, not trusting this 30-minute candle. Okay, this one, then last week was tough. So this Friday, yeah, it just literally just dropped. This candle fibbed me, gave me a fib. Thursday was beautiful. Follow that candle, beautiful. Wednesday last week, follow this candle straight down to the next level, Asian low, beautiful. Tuesday, this one, you could have taken the sells from this candle, but you got like some zones over here. So, you know, this was it was a 20 pip drop for the sells. That's fine. You know, 20 pips, you could have taken those sells, but I was looking for buys from this. I was looking for buys from here, and it just missed those buys. And it kind of sucks because I didn't get the 20 pips to the downside, and I didn't get those buys because I missed it. Then we'll go back to Monday. Monday, you've got a zone right here. So same thing. I was looking for, I didn't want to go for the buys, even though the buys would have generated you 20 pips again. 20 pips to that zone. Just I'm looking for 30 to 50. So if it's a 20 pip zone, I'll normally wait for the sells. And what I was looking for was sells from this little faint black line. And again, you know, it just missed my entry, or where I was prepared to enter, just missed, and then I missed like, you know, hundreds of pips. But this candle, if you're going to do backtesting, backtest this specific candle, and then look at your zones around it, pair it with your overall bias, and if you can look at the lower time frames where you see signs of reversals, you can get these top wicks. And you can have excellent risk reward. But if you want to just take a quick breakout trade, you normally want to follow the direction of this candle and trade it to your next zone, because you can usually get 20 pips minimum, because London will do a liquidity grab. Right, I remember this day. This one here screwed me as well. So that one there, I was looking for buys. I was looking for buys, and then the whole thing just dropped, and then the buys came. So, you know, it's not every single day, but it's and this one here as well. Yeah, I remember there was a few days where it just made me out to be a full-on liar. But you got to just note that it's a probability thing.
3 minutes, mate. Current price action.
Yeah, let's go here.
Pushing up.
That was off the bottom of that 30-minute liquidity candle.
Yeah, that's the zone here as well. Nice one. Absolute, like, lovely these levels. Rejection wick. Took out the low, closed bullish. Creates a little resistance. See if it can take out where it's going to go, because we've got that gap above here now. Anyway, that was a good little gives you guys some homework if you're gonna go back test trade in London Open, because you really can get trades like, you can more often than not, you can really time your trading to be like definitely make sure you get to the charts and do your warm-up first. Don't just come to the charts 10 minutes before the open, because you won't have time to formulate a plan. But get to the charts, like say 30 minutes, watch that 30-minute candle unfold. Or if you want to try maybe sometimes executing on that 30-minute candle, get there like 40 minutes before the open. But then more often than not, we're done by 9:30. If we've got to wait for more than 9:30, the trade's not as good quality. Yeah, go on, Jib.
Could you, that zone that it's just hit and come up from,
yep,
the one at 14.6 60.
This one here, yeah.
Could you go to the left and show me how you drew that? Because I've got a couple of zones, but I haven't got that, and I can't see where you took it.
Sometimes it's the gap in between the bodies and the wicks. See how there's space?
Okay.
See the space between the bodies?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
So
Fine, yeah.
so when I'm seeing these wicks, it's plenty of wick rejections. So it's rejecting from the, like, coming down, rejecting from here, and then once the price is underneath, it's rejecting from the top. Then as it pushes up, you've got a perfect little, like, when you have like a single touch like this and then pushes away, it really shows you the edge of that zone. Same thing here. So see how I did it on this one. Above it, we had these gaps in where the closing prices were. Closing prices, of course, this one here closed inside of it, but you've got plenty of wicks touching it, and that's why I call it, like, you know, a wicky area.
Right.
This one,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, if I zoom out for this one, go all the way to the left, go back to March, I'm gonna have to go, I guess. The same following is true over here. You know, if I extended this across, just heaps of wicks touching it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. I had a zone just slightly above that on the left hand side, just there where you were. That's it, just here. I was actually. Let me just. I had a zone here because of the wick touches there.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
But I didn't look at below at the gaps between the open and closes and the wicks there. Okay.
Yeah, if you can get a combination of necklines, they're pretty high quality as well. Like necklines, that's how I used to always do support resistance, was just the necklines. And then like you find that you're if you're just doing necklines like here and here, you're not, like, it's if you don't have a system of finding areas in between zones,
yeah,
like, you've got to come up with something. So that was how I came up with that, was the areas between the necklines, and then the wick rejections are nice little zones. Obviously they're not as strong as these ones, because these are, like, you know, less touches can be stronger. The more touches an area has, the weaker it is, because it's kind of like tapping into the liquidity,
yeah,
and then tapping it. But this is definitely an area where, like, this price range is an area where a lot of activity has happened.
yeah, I got you. I guess and what I guess confirmed it is well, not great with these annotations on here, is this bit here that kind of confirmed that zone.
Yeah,
that's where it cut from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But okay. Thanks.
Yeah, and when you see things like this, and you've got, like, clean traffic underneath it, you know, like, this is where I'll say, like, you know, I don't like taking the first break often underneath that zone, because normally you can get like a retracement, but then the second break of a zone, you get that nice move.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we just do a retest of the HCS?
Yes.
If we can close above here, I've got clean traffic. Could I trade it back up?
This thing is holding.
I'm gonna have to give my poor partner. She's in such a not in the best mood. Yesterday, she didn't get much sleep with the little one, and she was just basically, like, because I had stuff on all morning, and then I had to do my tax, which took some time. And the time I finished, she basically just had Maddie just on top of her the whole day. So she's not too happy with me. So I've got to give her a good break. You did your tax yesterday as well? Yeah, Aussie tax. Yeah, the deadline's coming up. I don't want no issues delaying it. It's going to sweep the low. Well, if this is a true HCS, then it shouldn't sweep the low, should it? It can just be doing that little retest. But there's so much momentum to the downside. I feel on the, if I go up a time frame. Hey, Beata. If we go to the weekly, like this is what I wanted on Monday. I wanted price to have what am I doing? Control 8. Yep. Remember I was saying that on my bias, this is what kind of got me screwed up. I was on Monday, I was looking for it to create that lovely top wick and then sell off. But what it did was it pushed down. Tuesday started to drift up. Tuesday was good. And then Wednesday was kind of like chop and then did this. And now we've just gone straight down. But that was what got me screwed up. I didn't expect this to drop first on Monday. I'm going to have to put this in my... I'm going to go do a little bit of research, I think. Because I can't remember on looking at day of the week. Oh, that's right. This is what kind of struggles. Oh, wait. What's going on? Is it just me or is it only doing Thursdays?
Yeah, that doesn't seem right, does it?
Nah. Oh, there we go. Monday. Okay. Well, that's why it doesn't do... That's Sunday. There's no such thing as a Sunday candle. Okay. So... Mondays. Here we go. This is going to be my homework. Maybe we can have a look at this on the study session. Is on bearish weeks, what does the Monday likely to do? And then sort of see how the week forms. But this annoyed me. Monday doing that drop, and then Tuesday rallying. Thursday sort of fed off, and then yeah. Anyway, that's for the study session. Study session on Sunday, and I think we'll do session range as well. I only got a coffee, guys. then we can get this reversal going. Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Just reading the report. That the US, that Antony Blinken, they're expressing deep concerns that Azerbaijan are going to invade Armenia. Jesus. What the hell is wrong with this world?
Too many humans.
Yeah.
Mind you, a lot of wars is sorting out some of that issue.
There's did you see those reports about Putin having a heart attack?
That what, sorry?
That Putin apparently was found on the floor. He had a heart attack. Just trying to see. Yeah, well, that's what I thought. And I just saw something that they released some report about his heart. I can't find it now though. Anyway.
Find it more plausible that the other leader is on the floor.
Yeah, they have a. I don't know how many people just like they must build stairs really badly in Russia. How many times I see someone first fell down the stairs, died, fell out a window, had a smoke and then fell out the window.
Stairs on planes aren't too good either.
Oh, we had at Leeds Airport here. Someone died. Hey, someone was walking out the stair and tripped over down the stairs out the plane. Hi Hayden. Took me some time to find out how I can chat. My buddy Beata just told me. Great session. Oh, thanks Anna. What time does the live trading start? In Sydney time for this week. Tomorrow is the last day. It will 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. around then. Tomorrow's the last day though, and then my clocks change, so then it becomes an hour later, so 6:30 p.m. from next week. And yeah, clock's changing. It's gonna be depressing, man. All right, kind of hesitated here. Did you take that buy?
I'm in it. I'm in it, yeah.
Yeah, good one.
But my fingers very close to the trigger to pull the pin. It's very bearish.
Yeah, but this is a great drop. It's a great drop and a great double retest.
Oh, mate, it's my reversal pattern, so I like it. But
Yeah, up 20 pips. Should be up 20 pips.
no, I had an early entry on the second bounce.
Up here.
On the 3. So I had to sit through a little bit of drawdown.
Tim,
It's doing all right now.
always coming in with your bloody good weather comments and Queensland weather. Like, can you see the YouTube? We'll be able to see it. You can see this. Look at this. Look at this trash.
Like gloomy on the left.
Look at that, man. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get out, see out the window. You can't really see the rain, but look at these poor suckers. Just there's no one here. Everyone's taking their cars to work today. No one's walking into the city. All those people got to get fined. They leave their car. Actually, no. They won't fine today, will they? They won't fine. They won't come out. Yeah, stay at home, do nothing.
They'll come out regardless, won't they?
The traffic officers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they do it. I see them actually. They do a drive-by.
Like in Sydney, they just drive by, take a photo, and keep going. They don't even bother giving the ticket half the time. You just get it in the mail.
Well, when I was living in Sydney, I lived in Lane Cove for like 8 years, and then I moved to Manly. But in Lane Cove, they were the first council that put these little discs on the road that if your car drove over the disc, it would start a timer. So the traffic guy could just like stay at this little corner and just get pinged when he needs to go and find someone. I think they're everywhere now.
Like jackals in the bush.
Yeah, well, they're bad.
Waiting.
Well, here I think the fine is. I'm not sure how much the fine. If I've been fined, depends on what you do, but the fine, like the parking fine, like on the street there, it's not that much. It's not that much at all. But if you park in like somewhere that you're not meant to park, where I've been fined, thinking that like drop someone off, they were just going to quickly run in and I couldn't find a park anywhere, so I just let mum out, and then sat by, like, just stayed in the car with the car engine going, and then she went in, came back, but then the camera that said, oh, you weren't allowed to stop there for more than 5 minutes, and they fined me £60. It's £100, but if I pay it straight away, £60.
And do they get a commission? The inspectors, they do on the Gold Coast. Drives them insane.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah, big time.
See if we can break above here and then push back up. It's a late entry, but if we can like just stall here, take the second break, and then take it 20 pips to the north. I'll have to take a photo and send it to the group, but there's like where I park, like, because the parking is pretty rough here. There's just very little. So I've got a parking spot, but they'll come into my garage as well, because someone will complain that someone's followed someone in and then parked under the building in one of their spots. So they've got the parking guy will actually go into my parking lot, the private parking lot, and then go through every single car to see if you've got your badge. And the car that parks in front of me to the left, there's got three fines. They've just started sticking them on top of the. So he's constantly just getting fined and fined and fined. I think the car's like, he hasn't moved the car and I've been here for 2 months now, and the car's never seen moved.
He's probably in Spain or somewhere.
Probably. Alrighty, come on. Let's push. Push. I'm going to secure at this euro low.
Hey, Hayden.
Yeah, Manny?
Yeah. Looking back, was there any entry here, like on a lower time frame, somewhere here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice double bottom.
Yeah, definitely.
Double bottom.
So no, that's what Glenn looks for. What we do have is this was your rejection wick, this one here, because it wicked lower than the previous ones into this beautiful zone, and the main thing is that it closes above these wicks. So this is a rejection wick. Okay, then price pushed up. Okay, came down, and then it's not an easy one to spot, but this one broke the low of the previous candle inside of this wick and then closed bullish as well. So this is your double rejection. So if I put Jim's Indy on, it'll spot this. So see that? Okay, now this is also in a golfing candle, this one here. Okay, so once you've got a rejection at a zone, this is now officially a rejection. Once price pushes up, look to get the retest. So anywhere inside of here. When it is a little bit dodgy and like dicey because of this, it's not like it's much nicer if this has a longer wick. So what you might want to wait is for price to stop making lower highs and start breaking the highs. Once we're breaking the highs, we've got that momentum coming back in.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome, mate. On the 5 minute, it's not clear at all.
Yeah.
You've just apart from this being a beautiful zone, and we are seeing price like ping pong between these zones. There's a lot of liquidity sitting underneath this, and it's pretty unlikely that London can push straight through all of these zones without having some sort of correction. All right, so I'm securing right now. That was that euro low.
Yeah, I closed full at the euro low.
You were in buys?
Yeah, that's what I was saying here. That if price can stall, once it broke, sort of just hovering here, breaks as high again, you can look to take that buy for 20 pips. And you know what was the start of the signal was? It was me going to coffee.
Yeah, that was my first buy position.
Yeah, that's the signal. Go for coffee. All right. Reversal happens now. See if it can go all the way up. I'm not holding though. Awesome, Peter. That's so good, mate. 45 pips. Great. Lovely price action, isn't it, today? So just to be clear, like there's been the moves have been excellent. My trades though can always be better. But entered, I've got the sells before, like early from here, and then closed here. And then the buys, because I was getting the coffees and I was hesitating from here, I only got the move from here to here. So, you know, it's not, I'm not getting the whole move, but there's nothing wrong with, like, this is something that I'm trying to work on as well, is not being overly perfectionist with this, because a lot of the times, tell me how many times I'll just see it just go and go and go, and unless I got it in down here, I'm not comfortable getting in anywhere on the move. So I'm trying to work out, well, not trying to work out, like I know how to do it. It's just sometimes my finger just won't get over to the button. But watching and seeing how you can take a late entry. Obviously trying to hold it for longer as well. But like I really didn't know what it was going to do here. So I knew this part of the move. I was pretty confident with that one. This here, I wasn't so confident that would get that clean move down. And I just wanted the bank profit. So here to here would have been fine as well. Okay. It's just it happened like in the very first minute. So unless I was in that, I know I would have missed that one completely, because it didn't do that little wick up first to go down. If it does that wick up to go down, that would have been a bit easier. But I was really hoping, because I was in it early, I really hoped it was just going to be a clean push. Then as it was pushing here, I didn't want to take that, but I knew there was going to be a rejection from, I didn't know, but I had a very good hunch that there was going to be a rejection from here. But I hesitated on this move. So then once it was pushing up, I was looking, remember here I was saying, like before went for the coffee, I said I think we can get a breakout from here to here. Just got to wait and time it properly, because you don't want to take the first break. The first push, you're going to get the wick fill. But the second push, this is your move. That's your move. Good old Regan Stewart trend reversal pattern.
Yeah.
What's your stop loss when you trade breakout? When I traded from here to here, Daniel, is that what you're asking? Yeah, the stop loss sucks. It's not a good risk reward. It's definitely not good risk reward. What I'm trying to do is often it's very tempting to bring your stop loss really close here to push up, but I'm treating this as dollars. I'm seeing, like, if this is breaking here a second time, what I'm looking at is how much is this zone worth to me, and how much am I willing to say, like, this is pretty much my risk reward. It is inverted, but I'm looking at this. I'm not using percentage risk. I'm using this as thinking, well, I got 20 pips here, and 20 pips to me, let's just say it's worth 100. Now, if I'm making that worth 100, I'm basically risking like 250 the way that this looks. But if it is breaking and then showing rejection and then coming up, then I can always cut my trade at 1-to-1. But I don't want to put my stop loss here. I'd rather try like I know I could lose 250 if I don't do anything, but I think it's a good skill to try learn to cut trades that aren't in a good position. So it's not like, it's definitely not easy, and it's very, very tempting just to let it hold and hold and hold and hold, and all of a sudden you've lost way more than you intended. But it's a good skill to practice. Good skill. But you look at see how much zones are worth. But break like those ones, yeah, just it's risk reward sucks. Are you showing it on? There's a little 3 minute. Yeah, that was the 3 minute chart, because the 3 minute the setup's cleaner on the 3 minute than it was on the 5. Did you guys secure at the euro low? I think it's still.
Yeah, you're going. Look at them.
Yeah, because this is from Tuesday as well. I've literally did no extra lines. I didn't even do this idea, like this idea, the pathway, and this one. This one was from Tuesday. Obviously, I need to like squeeze it in a little bit more, but this one, once it came down, rejected off of here, and then just did the retest of the low. This one, you can't quite see it, but it starts down. But you got 30 pips, Andy. Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to call this one a little bit earlier, but I'm gonna end it so that I can give Sarah maximum time to get ready before we've got to get out of here. Oh, how you liking London, Rob?
Hey, Rob.
If it retests the new high, are you looking to trade it back down the new high from here to trade it back down? I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see, because we've got this gap above price. So whether London's going to just sort of range for another like hour and a half, and then maybe start drifting down. So I could easily see this now starting to do this for a bit, and then it's either going to push up or it's going to push down. If it pushes down, I think New York will push down, sweep the lows, and then I think New York might actually come back up and then push down. It could be like really shitty price action after that, because we've got interest rates, coming up at around the New York Open. So I'm expecting some pretty wild moves. Yeah, expecting some wild moves. But around this time, we often do see price start to like fall into this pattern where you can build a case to sell and buy, and I find that's a dangerous place to be in. Hey Hayden, some helpful explanations of entry patterns on M3, for example. Are these and everything you use documented in the course? I know you have on the website. Yeah, I'm still building like a full-on instructions on, because there's so many different like build patterns, but we'll cover that in the price action study session. So let me just bring up the Google Drive to give you sort of an idea. It's very much a building community still, because I launched this in May. But we've got like hours and hours and hours of YouTube. That's everyone can like go and watch those like live market. But then we've got inside of here, where like a lot of the stuff's in study sessions broken down. into what we're looking at, and like the A+ setups, and so there's it's like 50 hours at least of content here covering all different things. Then we've got in the webinar vault, these are still building. These are the short form ones, but the one, oops, sorry, that's indicators. But the one you're talking about, like the patterns and things, they're more in the technicals. So we're just I've got to keep on we'll just keep on growing. But the good thing is, like, on the YouTube as well, we've got documented for, you know, nearly a year of live streams, where like we just sort of practice. Obviously it changes and you grow as well, and price action, like we've seen price action change from like some weeks, months on end, it's just given the same sort of moves, and then we saw the last week we're seeing a little bit of a shift in the way that the timing worked, especially like last week we got, apart from the initial volatility, we did get a little bit of chop in the middle, and like from 10 a.m. UK time, we started to see like price trend. So it's good to keep note of the timing in the market, so that, like, you know, look at this. This is what I was talking about. Just went sideways for a bit. This day was a bit rubbish, but sideways for like 2 hours here, and then from like 10:30, okay, we started to see like price start the trend, and that's those late moves where you get really nice movement. So it just depends on your timing. So I know people in Perth, that will be, you know, you can really set up a plan for once you get home from work, because that will be then like say 6 o'clock. You can get that really lovely movement in the indices. Alrighty, well, what a nice Thursday, huh? Lovely Thursday. Let's see if there's any new headlines. Nothing. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this one half an hour short. So actually, I'll see you guys for tomorrow's stream. Yeah, looking forward to that one. See what the ECB has done. I think that will give us a clear signal for direction. Oh, Chris, you missed the move down, but you got the buy 56 pips. Yeah, these are the best days when buyers and sellers, we can all just rejoice. Doesn't matter if you miss one.
Yeah, snooze and you lose. I literally had an afternoon nap because I was exhausted, and I hear the jubilation when I come on. Oh yeah, what a great move. Fantastic. My luck.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Adam.
You're welcome. Thanks for
Nice
being here. Appreciate you guys. If you need any, I'm going to be pretty busy during the outside. I won't be at the computer, but if you need, like, I'll be able to just text you. I mean, tag me in the Discord, you know, as always. I'll get back to them, or our friendly traders here. Someone will help. Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Adam.